Lion King 2 is a movie that not everybody knows about, but it's definitely one worth checking out. Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great day. I'm Josh, this is Simply Cinema, and today we're going to be reviewing Lion King 2 with no spoilers. Simply Cinema is a channel I started as my love for movies grew, and I wanted to share my opinions with the world. And just like me, I want you guys to share all of your opinions down in the comments below, and no one will judge you. I want this to be such a welcome community where everyone's free to share their thoughts, even if it's an unpopular opinion. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts on Lion King 2 if you even watched it, and be sure to leave no spoilers for those that haven't, because this is one of the more obscure movies that even some of my friends haven't heard of. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and without further ado, let's begin. The story of Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, takes place immediately after original story, and we get to see the daughter of Nala and Simba grow up, and Simba being an overprotective father because of all the mistakes he's made in the past. But Kiara, his daughter, is just wanting to be on her own and doesn't really necessarily want to be the queen of the kingdom that they are within. And when she ends up going out into the Badlands and finding this other character of Naku, another lion, they end up finding out there's a conflict that happened in the past when Simba outcasts some other lions that didn't want to help them. Starting with the positives, the story that I brought to the table was pretty fresh, and it was really enjoyable to watch. You could really understand everything that was going on, and the evolution of how the story flowed was almost just like the way that Lion King, the first movie, played out. Every new character added into the story, from Naku to Kiara to all of the other lions that were sort of on Scar's side that were outcasts, they all had good stories, and you could really understand each sort of character, and they each had their own little personality that added into the fun. And I would even say that the relationship between Kiara and Nuka worked even better than Mufasa and Nala to me personally, and the way they developed the relationship made you care more about them and how it all played out. And while I can't fault the original for having less detailed animation, I can just say the animation in this one was a lot more improved. I really liked all the shadow effects that made it more detailed and stick out. From the characters to the story to the emotions that pulled out of me, I thought it was pretty good. Moving on to the mixed elements, I gotta say that some of the main characters from the original were put off to the side just a little bit, not too much, but though they were thrown into the story and you saw them quite often, it didn't feel like they had them in enough to justify them putting in the new characters so soon. Moving on to the negatives, although the animation was really good, how it stood out on all of the main characters, it actually only stood out on all of the main characters because they used whatever of cheaper or just the older animation sort of style for all of the other animals that weren't the main characters that you didn't need to focus on at all. And so when there were both of the newer and main characters within the same scene as the other background characters, just all the animals that don't have as much character, there was such a big contrast that it really actually stuck out. And also, though the music was good and the love song specifically was still good, it just didn't seem to fit into the movie where they placed it. It was sort of almost really random, and it almost felt like a commercial break. Overall, this movie was pretty good in almost every aspect. There's just a little minor complaints I have with the animation and some of the older characters that they shoved off to the side just a little bit, but it's nothing too much. But I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. What did you think of this movie? How does it hold up to the original? I'd have to rate it simply 9.0 out of 10. So don't forget to check out some of these other videos while you're here, and hit that subscribe button right in the middle. Let me know what you think of this video, and hit that like button. And I'll be back for more movie reviews, rankings, and more on the way.